Hello, hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome. I so hope you can hear me. I'm wearing my little, earbud things in my ear. So I hope you can hear me. So please, somebody let me know. Can you hear me? What does it sound like? I'm trying to get my computer set up so that I can see your comments when you jump in. So now, here's the thing. I am literally in the dark in here, and I was going to try to grab my chalk ink so that I can make some t-shirts. That was what I wanted to do today. So you might hear a little rumbling around. It's why I put my earpods on, because I was going to be across the room and moving things around so I could find my ink. I have not used it in a hot minute. So Gracie girl trying to find it. It's here somewhere. Girls, it's here somewhere. And if I can't find it in the next minute, I'm going to be changing the plan. But please say hello when you get here so I know that somebody's here. I thought we'd do some crafty and some gifty. I'll do a little giveaway today. I thought that would be fun. I haven't done that in a long time on the public side. I always, all the time we're doing that in the Craft Therapy Club. Consistently giving away fun little treats to the girls in the club. But every once in a while I do it on the public side too, just as a way of thanks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's just fun, isn't it? It's fun to get some happy mail. So that's my plan. Now, which I cannot find. Where the heck is my ink? If I can't find it, I'm going to need to come up with a new, I'll go to my second choice of crafty thing to do today, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. Hey, Callie, how are you? Denise Winton, you're here. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're joining us today. What are you up to today? You got the grandkids? Are you babysitting the kiddos today? Is that your, or this weekend? I know that's a big part of your life. So do tell. What are you up to? What are you up to? Talk to me. All right, girls. The inking's not happening. Where the heck is my ink? A whole bucket of paste right there. But I want my ink today. Girls, I have a feeling it's in my office. So we're going to come up with a different plan. Last night we had our flag challenge Zoom, and I gave away 4 prizes. So congratulations to the ladies who won. It was Jenny and Christy and Jolene and Debbie, which none of them are here right now. But congratulations to the ladies who won, and Callie and all the other ladies who joined us. Thanks for being there. It was so fun. Wasn't it fun, Callie, to hang out last night and show off our flag projects? And you said too, it's just perfect timing with everything that's going on to have our patriotic flags waving. We had, some of us wore our patriotic, apparel, and we showed off our patriotic projects, and the timing couldn't be more perfect with everything that's going on, right? I feel the same way, Kelly, so I'm glad that you brought that up. It was Flag Day a couple of weekends ago, and then we're going right into 4th of July, which I cannot believe it's already here. But there you go, those 2 things, and away we go. We're through our patriotic holidays. 4th of July is probably one of my very favorite holidays. I love it. All right, girls. Well, for crafty goodness, for goodness sake, I really wanted to make myself some patriotic t-shirts, but I can't find my inks. Oh, hang tight. Did I put it in a drawer? When you reorganize things and you think you're being so smart, so you put things in different places where they didn't used to live. Let me just check real quick. And if not, I had planned on making, all right, we're going to go to the second option. I want to make some more of these because these are the only 2 that I have of these. So I think this is what we'll be doing. And actually, let me just pick a size. Let's start with these, and I'm going to mass make a few of these. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Wendy, we missed you last night. I thought maybe you'd join us for the U.S. flag Zoom. Hey, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, girls? And Memorial Day. That's right. I forgot about Memorial Day. Yeah, Memorial Day. There's a whole bunch of a string of those patriotic holidays. Okay, girls. Coffee stained paper we're going to need. We're gathering the goods. I'm going to grab some coffee stained papers. You know what would be neat? Oh, good gravy, girls. Good gravy, girls. There's 2 of them here. Man, we could do this with a couple of tags, actually. Here's the thing with these. I have decided, I've made these with just cardstock on the back, and the cardstock just feels still too flimsy for me. Where did the other one go? Dropped it on the floor. This one now, same thing. This is a heavy cardstock, but it still feels, I want them to be stiffer than that. Look at how cute these 2 are. Look at how cute this is. I have a dangly on there, which is just, you know, something extra special. Look at how cute they are. Oh my goodness. I don't like how flimsy they are, so I'm going to do a different kind of back on these little doodads so that they feel stronger and sturdier. Now you're gluing, anyway, my intent is to glue them to a page, right? So we're going to glue this down here and here maybe and make a belly band out of it, or you could glue it on 3 sides and make a tuck spot out of it, and then you still have this space for your journaling or note taking, or, you know, hiding little treasures or receipts or whatever. But I still, once it's glued down, it actually would be quite fine. But I just don't love how flimsy they are, to be truthful with you. It's just not what I love. Now, these would be really cool, though, if we folded these in. I made this with a punch that I have that makes tag punch, that makes this shape of different strips of paper. I got this on Amazon a long time ago, and I do use it quite a bit. So you can do 1.5, 2.5, and 2-inch strips of paper and make them into tags. And it is such a pretty shape, actually. But anything like these, they were just square, and all I did was use a hole punch to make that, you know, not a hole punch, like a corner punch, decorative corner punch, to just make them decorative. So that's another option if you don't have something like this. They don't have to be shaped a particular way. They could just be anything, but like these actually could make really cute. These can make really cute ones. And you know, I would not want to, on these, I would not want to hide this gorgeous coffee staining in these designs that I did. I wouldn't want to hide that by putting something over it. So actually, if I made this like this and folded these over, we could use them as journaling spots. Let's do a couple of these in a couple of different ways. We'll try them. So we'll take out some of those. Come out of here, you. And I was just going to find some coffee stained paper. Actually, these would be cool. Coffee stained time cards. But what I really just, I came in here for just plain old coffee stained papers, but I'm finding everything else that's in here. My coffee stained tags and envelopes. Geez, when you think about it, you could do it with any of these, right? Like if we put these 2 together, man, you make a whole book out of that. Actually, that would be really cute closures. Another idea for us for another time. All right. The papers that I wanted. Why is this in here? I have no idea. Papers I wanted are, that was a little twist in the wrong direction. They're cute, right, Carol? Thanks. Oh, darn it. You had to work, Wendy. Boo-hoo to work. Hey, Andrea Scott, how are you? Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for being here. Girls, I am just running on empty kind of thing. First of all, I ate toast this morning, but I'm still like, why am I so hungry? Do you ever have days like that where some days I don't need to eat until dinner time, and some days I wake up and I'm famished? What is going on? Why is Gracie so hungry today? I'm not this is what I was looking for. It's just coffee stained papers, but I don't want parchment paper. It's like resume paper. It's too thin. I want regular paper. This would work. So that could be one of them. See, it's about, see that same size? So you take this piece of paper and fold it in thirds. It's about the same size as what most of our books would be for making a belly band or something. But I do need more of those. But you could use any, like we could use this paper. Use any paper. Let's do those. And for my backs, if I want them to be a little stiffer, I suppose I could use like cardboard. You guys know I got bunches of that. Let me turn the light on quick because it'll make you have a shadow on the table, but I'll shut it off after I'm done grabbing some cardboard. I have a collection of paper bags that I need to use up. Anybody else with me on this? You just get collections of things that need to get used. All right, I'm looking for like cardboard inserts because they're a little stiff, right? They're good material for backing this project with. And they range in a variety of thicknesses. So these are just like inserts. When you buy a paper pack or something, I don't ever throw those out. I don't throw out the covers to these paper packs or the backs because they're just that thickness that you need for something like this. So let's decide on some sizes. We are going to do a fun little gift today, so hang tight and stay for that if that's why you're here. If that's the only reason you came, it is coming. I'll do it toward, after I get something created. So I'm going to be crafty and then gifty. So stay tuned for that. Well, we're going to create first. I love having your company, so thanks for being here. Okay, I'm going to drop you down a tish so you can see better. And, oh, I said I'd shut that light. See that terrible shadow? It's just terrible. It's terrible, girls. Better. Yes, now there's no shadow. A little more light. Shed some light. Okay, now let us see. We could make one out of these, and these would be so pretty, actually. I wouldn't want to hide that. I'd want to kind of showcase that. So if I glued these together, I could even sew here and then folded these in. I love the little ties, this gap here can be purposefully big. I did it big so we could see the little kids. Or you can make it smaller. There's no real correct or incorrect way to do it. You just do it. You just do it how you like it. If we wanted this to be more showcased, we actually could, if I lined up my holes, and say I wanted to make this, most of my books are about 8 inches tall, so 7 inches would be safe, right? So I would want this center part, I would want 7 inches of it. Do you see what I'm saying? So I could fold the rest of it, or I could, if I didn't want to lose this paper, I could cut it off, and I would just need about a 1/2 inch on the back. I think I'll just fold it just for, well, if I did cut it, all right, girls, Grace is getting all mathy here. I don't like math, you know me. I did finally get some new blades, which was good. All right, so if I wanted 7 inches, let's put 3.5 inches would be the center. So there's the center of this hole would be 3.5 inches if I wanted that centered. And now I want 7 inches, right? So I need to cut this. Girls, I'm like out of my mind today. Oh my word, why? Some days just aren't efficient. That's all there is to it. Okay, 3.5 inches. I'm going to mark 7 inches. I want 7 inches, but actually I want 8 inches because I need a 1/2 inch. Where's my pencil? Good gravy, it's that kind of day. Who took my pencil? So here, and here. So at the bottom of the ruler and at 7 inches would give me a 7-inch tall belly band pocket, however we're going to use it. So actually you could, no, Grace, 8 inches. We want to go a 1/2 inch beyond that. I'm actually going to score it and fold it instead of cutting it. Either way, doesn't matter. If you're going to be super frugal and try to salvage that, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is just score it a 1/2 inch beyond my marking point, beyond my 7 inches. That's going to give me that. Do the same thing here. Okay, there's my mark. So I'm going to score it beyond at 1/2 inch. That'll give you an 8 inch. Should give us an 8 inch piece, or about that. Let's test the theory. Yep, we're about 8 inches. It's actually a little bigger than I want it, but we're going to go with it because I think it's going to be super cute, and we'll always find something to use it with. Now, this is going to make our front. How pretty. We can still do some designs on it, but that's going to be our front. And then I have to get a piece that I can glue to the back to hold this thing together, right? That's what we need. So I'm going to cut this wide, and I'm going to cut it. You know, I just prefer to not use a ruler. It's just the way I work. I'm going to go slightly smaller so that I don't see this cardboard. That's the plan. What are you guys up to? You're awfully quiet today. Somebody talk to me. What are you up to? What you doing? Who's creating today? Are you working? What's happening in your world? I don't know if this is going to cut through this. Don't know. I did find this, by the way. It was in my office. Remember I told you I couldn't find this cutter? Finally, I did find it. It was in my... Did I leave a mark on this thing? I did. It was in my office under a bunch of stuff. That's what we're going with. So this is going to get glued down here. Okay, now you have a couple choices. This is going to get glued here. This is going to make our little flaps. You have a couple of choices. We could put decorative paper on here and then glue these down, or you can glue them down and then put decorative paper over it. I think I'm actually going to use coffee stained paper. Let's see what I have in my little bin of scraps here. Maybe there's something in here I can use that I would like. Book paper would be cute too. I mean, you could do a floral, you can do anything you want, but I think if I keep it super neutral, that would be cute. Poking up under there. I was hoping I'd just have a little piece of coffee stained, and oh, here's one. Nope, that's not one. It's just plain off-white paper. Nope, back to the bin. I always check my little scrap bin first. And then I'll go to my paper pile. Is this one big enough? Yes, it is. That's big enough. We just got to cut it. Like there. It's going to look like that, which I really do like, actually. And that could, you don't have to put inserts in there. Like that could be your journaling space. You wouldn't have to put inserts. I'm really just slow on the uptake today, girls. And actually, you'd be smart if you wanted to make a bunch of these, to mass make them. Like instead of stopping to create this, just score all your tags. Then cut all these pieces the same size. Do like 10 of them. Then cut these to size, 10 of them. I'm doing it all in sequential order on one to show you how it's made. But really, if I want to make a bunch of them, which is my goal, thinking about lunch
What are you gonna have for lunch today? What are you having? Good morning, Vicky. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Callie. She says, I like these. I like these little folios. Callie's getting out of the shower. Seems like you always find me here. That's hilarious. Callie, my husband always calls when I'm just like either just getting in or same thing. He always calls me when I'm like, I'm trying to get a shower. Iced coffee, girls. Iced coffee today. All right, so this gets glued here. Gonna give us a nice little writing space. What's for lunch today? I had toast. I did not enjoy it. It was like I just had to put something in my belly, and it was quick and easy, right? I could make it and eat it fast. Ate it at my desk while trying to get some things done. I have a lot to do today. I got to do the announcements for the winners for last night and get their prizes to them. I also need to do the schedule for next week, and I'm finalizing the schedule for next month. So I have a lot to get to today. Hey, kiddo.
Would you like any eggs with bacon?
I can't eat that like right now. If you would make it and put it in the fridge, I would eat it when I'm done.
How many eggs do you want?
3. Are you making scrambled?
No. Well, I'm going to attempt over easy on the black spoon.
Oh, are you really?
I don't know how well it's going to work.
That's ambitious.
I've never done it. Wow. What an insult.
No, I think it's I think it's great. Can you girls hear him? He said he's going to try to make over easy eggs. I say go for it. So what? If they get goofed up, they're just goofed up over easy. They're still good. They just don't look good. That's all right. Listen to that kid. He's going to make over easy eggs. My 18-year-old. He always makes scrambled, right? Like, that's what I assumed he was going to make scrambled. But he's making bacon and eggs for himself, and he offered me some. That sounds good. I just want the glue on this piece here. Okay. And I want to glue it down so that I don't want to see the cardboard if I can avoid it. And I want it as centered as possible, which you know me, I usually don't mind if things are wonky, but when you're trying to line up two things, it's really important that you're not wonky, right? Now, I have 2 options here. This could be the outside, or that could be, I think I'm going to go with this because I just think that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, the tags. This is going to be a fun one. I've used that tag maker, like the little cutter out of strips of paper to make these, but I've never used actual tags. So if you have, if you're thinking to yourself, man, I got a ton of tags, what am I going to do with them? This would be a good little tag busting project. Can I say that? Tag buster? It's a tag buster. Once this part's done, the basic, shell of it is done. Uh-oh, am I not going to line up? Oh, they're not exactly lining up. What did I do wrong? What did I do? There, we're going to make it. We're going to force it. Like I force myself into my jeans sometimes. It happens, ladies. Look I'm a little bit off on my folds. So I'm going to try to make it. Oh, I popped somebody's comment up on the screen. I didn't even mean to. My hand hit the mouse by accident. Callie saying, I like these little folios. Hey, Janet, how are you, friend? My granddaughter calls sunny side up eggs flat eggs. That's cute. That's cute. Can we place our order? Yeah, right? Jenny, please. Jenny's like, yes, please make me some eggs, right? Wouldn't it be nice to have a helper like that? This is not normal, but if the kid's cooking and he offers, hey, yeah, I just said I was so hungry. Look at how cute. Now, you might, will this seam bug you? It's not going to bug me, but if you don't love having that seam, then put this piece of paper over on top of these. Glue these down first and then the piece of paper. I could still do that, right? Like I could still take something and glue it down over that, even ribbon, or if I wanted to go with that same idea that I did the other one, we could take a piece of paper. Now at this point, I'd have to cut it down. So let's see about this. Let's see about, isn't that a song? Let's see about me. Let's see about something or other. I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to cut a sliver off of this. I'm going to see about using it to create a journal space in here. Doesn't even have to be glued down. Honestly, it wouldn't have to be. So there, and then now I do need a ruler. Good gravy, girls. I need a ruler. It's about 3 inches. These are 3 inches. So if I went just under 3 inches and scored, you don't have to get all fancy and score. I mean, you could just fold it. But if you want to be a little more accurate, maybe the scoring board would be helpful. So I'm just all over the place today, girls. Okay, 1, 2, there's 3 inches, but if I went just under, if I line my paper up at 1 and I go to 4, but I go, instead of going all the way to 4, go 3 3/4, right? I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line up. If I was smart and on top of it today, I would open this up and then I wouldn't have to keep moving my paper. But I'm not being very efficient today. Efficiency is not the word of the day. Oh, good gravy. Fractions. I have to go 2 3/4, right? So there's 1. If I go to the 3/4, this is at the 3/4 mark. Because I can't do math, girls. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to mark it off. That would be 1 inch. That would be 2 inches. And then I need 3/4, which would bring me to 3 1/2. Should be the right spot. Okay. Then again, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and then I need 3/4, which would be the 1/4 spot. I at least got that part figured out. Now we can fold this any way we want. The folds can be an accordion. They can fold into each other like a card. Girls, that's not even straight. It's straight. Let's see how this. You can, like I said, it can be an accordion. You can fold them like this. You can, however you want to place them in here. What I had done before was I glue this in place, and then when you pop it open, you have all this space to journal in. Now, I don't think I need it quite that long. I think I'm going to cut this in half and make 2 of these out of it. I don't think I want one full sheet of paper. I think having this will make 2 of these. And like I said, you don't have to glue this down, right? I could, we could just place it in there. It doesn't have to be glued down. But if, the way I made them before, I actually glued those down so that they're stationary on here. And you just open it up. It would be kind of cute if it hinged. So let's glue it down with washi tape and hinge it out. That way we still have this surface that we can play with. So I'm going to take some washi tape and I'm going to, oh, will I be able to do this? I should be able to do this. We should be able to, girls. Put some decorative washi tape here. It's a good use for our washi tape. Hey, Jolene. You could have glued those on to be pockets. Glued what on where? Say more. Well, what on where? You were talking about how much paper, cardboard, and cardboard scraps that you stash, but you have no idea what you're talking about. Start using them up, girl. Start using them up. Start using them. In the club next month, we are doing a swap, by the way. So stay tuned for that, club members. Miss Jolene, you don't even know, girl, because you missed our fun last night. And I know you didn't want to, but you missed it. But you are one of the winners of the U.S. Flag Challenge. You are a winner. I have to make the announcement yet. It's one of the things I got to get done this morning. But I'll make an announcement in both groups so that everybody knows who the winners are. But you are one of the winners, Miss Jolene. Jolene. How am I going to do this? Where do I want this tape to show? Do I want it to show? I don't think I do want it to show. So, what color? what color or what kind of tape. I'm looking up at my tapes. I'm looking. I'm trying to decide. I kind of like this one. Oh yeah, baby. I'm a little weird this morning, girls. I'm a little bit on fire. Girls on fire. I usually just rip. This is London. This is Prague. This one says Moscow history. Welcome to Russia. I'm going to miss part of the Russia. Part of Russia is going to get chopped off here. Unless, what if I did? I see some smaller ones here. I don't think I want these dark ones on here though. I'm trying to see if I can get all like complete stamps. Something's going to get cut down a little bit. So what I'll do is do I want to cut? Do I want to rip? I usually rip, but today we'll cut. I don't need it to go all the way to the end. It just needs to be enough to hold it in place. You guys, let's see. Yeah, you guys are so quiet. Jolene didn't even react to winning. Girl, I didn't even say anything. I'm so excited for you girls who won. There are 4 winners that were chosen last night. And I'll be announcing them. I promise I will on the page. I've been rather busy this morning. Let's see. All right, I do want to add extra glue. It's a must. I probably should move my scoring table, my scoring thing, so that I don't get glue on it. Oh man, where is the concierge today? I think I need a little extra hand with all the things today. I'm just feeling that way. I'm feeling a little extra needy. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word, Gracie. All right, we're going to gluey glue. Add more glue. Oh, what do they say? Sugar, honey, ice, and tea. Sugar, honey, ice, and tea. Look what I did, girls. Thank goodness it's repositionable. And my glue is still wet. Okie dokie schmokie, here we go. We are going to, which way do we want this to flippy doodles? I think I'm a righty, so I think I'll go like that. And I think I'm going to put the glue here. I should actually keep this, even though I might get a little gluey. I'm going to put this here. I don't get real concerned about uber straightness. It's just not who I am. You do it though, girls. If you need to be uber straight, you be uber straight. That's not me. That's not me. All right, we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna stick this on here. Girls, I gotta bring it close to me so I can see what I'm doing. I still have my glasses on. You guys don't usually see me like that. Oh, it's like I'm way off, girl. Move it over. Move it or lose it, girl. Move it or lose it. I want it positioned nicely on here. I don't want to see the tape from here. But when you open it, whoop, we should be able to see the tape. Oh my gosh, that's cute. So then we have all this space to write secret notes in our journal. I mean, that doesn't have to be the end of this. You could stuff anything you want in here. We could actually, this is a little sticky, so I better be careful and not make it stick to itself. I could just stick this in here. Wouldn't that be cute? Like extra paper, just because I love you. I'm going to put that in your book. All right, this is a little wet. This here is a little sticky Mickey, and I don't want it to ruin anything. I think right here, it would be really fun and cute to just stash a couple of little kits. So let me go to my people bin, my bin of people. Where the bin of people be at? Let's find some cute kids or something to put in here. Carol, isn't it cool? They're just so clever. I love interactive books. Are you guys like that? Do you feel the same way? Do you get really excited about interactive books? where you can flip and fold and you find things tucked and hidden in places. Like, oh my goodness. How cute is she? Should she just be like dancing her little way? Oh, look at. I was to say, I didn't glue that all the way, so it's like a little bit open right there. I gotta glue this down better. She would be cute. She's a little bit small. Darling, you're so dainty and little. I think I have a bigger version of her, but she's too big. Sound like Goldilocks. This one's too small. This one's too big. Where's the just right one? I need this one's just right. Look at. Speaking of Americana, she's the girl with the flag. Kids, remember I'm doing the flag journal? Where the heck did that thing go? I'm in the midst of doing that flag journal. I did all those Chocatoire pages. Give me a second. I'm going to try to find it because I want to see how big that one was working out. I need an intervention. This room. Ugh. I can't with it. It's driving me crazy. This room, girls. I'm seriously disgusted with myself. I can't find a darn thing. Okay, I bought some stuff off of Whatnot that is gorge, and I just haven't had time to even open it and decide what I'm keeping and what's going to be given away. But right now, what I really want to do is find. It's nowhere to be found. Just stop it, Grace. Just stop it with your bad self. How cute is she, though? Look at it. It says London, Prague, Russia. Maybe the United States should be represented here. Memory book mad with envelopes. Girl, Phil Jolie did. You cracking me out, girl. Somebody fill her in. I think I'm going to put her in here because she kind of represents the United States. But first, before I do that, let me fix my glue, my botched glue job. Hey, Diana. How are you? Okie dokie, Schmokey. Jenny, you and I, girl, we are just twinsies. When you glued the tags onto the cardboard, an option would be for the tag also to serve as pockets, as so at the base you are now applying a hinge. Oh, sure. Yeah, they totally could. They totally could. I didn't glue them down well enough. I could absolutely make those into pockets. I'm trying to get it glued down though. I'm trying so hard. I feel like it's just, you know, those days where why is everything so difficult today? Why am I struggling? You know, some days things come easy and some days they just don't. This is one of the just don't days. I absolutely love this tape. Why am I not using it more? It's so beauteous. It's from the washi tape shop. Glorious washi tape. Okay, she's definitely going to be poised in here somewhere. Should I put her on the back here and then leave that open? Or would you put her here? She can't be poking out. She got to be hidden. She's like a little hidden treasure back there. Yeah, that's what we're doing. She's going to go right there, I think. Coffee break. My sister gave me, no, this, I was going to say, this is the mug my sister gave me that has Boston all over it, but this isn't. This is Punta Cana mug when I won that trip to Punta Cana. Why didn't I go on that trip? Did I? I didn't. I don't know why I didn't go on that trip. Something must have happened with one of the kids or something. Good morning, Miss Lori. Yes, Jenny, thank you for telling her. I totally forgot. Thank you. Look what Jenny said. Look on the screen. That beautiful lady. You won one of the prizes last night, Jolene. Woohoo! At the U.S. Flag Challenge. Girl, at that Zoom, 2 of the people who won were there, and 2 of the people who won were not. And I said you did not have to be present to win. But Jolene, you are one of the 4 winners. It was Debbie and you and Ginny and Christy Abston were the 4 who won gifty prizes. I'm not forgetting. I'm going to do a gifty prize here too. If you're here, you can play along for the fun. I will be grabbing someone's name from the comments and sending you some gifty gift. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just love her. Look at her little pigtails. Oh my goodness, girl. I kind of, you know, in a way, I'm like, feel bad that she's tucked behind all these papers. But what a little treasure when you open that. And these, I mean, we could sew these in place. We could glue them in place. I think I'm just going to leave them loose like this. So there's just extra paper in here. Then do I want to do anything here and here? Okay, these are going to go like this. And we're going to put a tie or a clasp or something here. What would be really cute is, well, a ribbon is always cute, but how could I do this? Ideas, girls. Share your ideas. She's so cute, Ginny. I want to hang her on my wall, actually, for 4th of July. I wish I had a really big one. A really big one. Okay, let's see. What kind of closure should we do here? You know what? I have those little snaps, but they're plastic and they're not very pretty. So that is not the right way to go. What do you guys think? Kind of have an idea, but let's see if we can find a decorative brad to put in there that would be, you know, appropriate. These are pretty big, but they're like that right color, like that brushed copper, whatever it's called. What is it called? Does it say on here? It doesn't say. They're pretty high, like dome-wise. They're not real flat. They have a pretty big dome, which, you know, in our junk journals, we get all big and mighty with these. Okay, let's just see how this looks in there. Like that might be the right size. I don't want to go smaller and I don't want to go bigger. I want it to cover that hole completely. So what if, of course, I can't clasp these together. They would be too hard to get open, but I could make this decorative element here. If I can get the darn thing open. Come on. I mean, we're not sure. We may say we don't like it. I don't know. I love the lacy ties and stuff, but we're gonna see what this is gonna look like. Let's try it and see. I'm trying to get those open all the way so it stays in place. Like that's kind of cute. It's not so girly, right? With lace or, you know, the other ones I put lace in. Then I think we could add some lace, girls. We could do lace. I do have magnets. I could glue one of those mini magnets down here. The thing is, girls, I've never had luck with these mini magnets. Anybody use magnets in your journals? Any of you guys? I just don't have any luck with placing them. It's one of those things. I mean, I don't even know where they are right now. I'm going to see if I can find them. It's one of those things that I've tried several times. I think the magnets that I bought, they're teeny tiny, first of all. They're really thin. So, because I wanted them to have a low profile in my books. Where did I put them, though? I have not looked for those in a long time because I don't use them. But if I could get a little magnet in there, how cute would that be? I wonder if that thing is not even magnetic. I should test it this time. Searching for those little magnets. Oh, I bet I put it in the tower. I bet I put them in the tower. Hold on, let me grab a magnet. I have one right here. Hey, this is a cruise ship magnet. Speaking of cruises, girls, I was serious when yeah, it does. It does stick to metal. Sometimes these metals don't. I got to keep that I'm going to glue this. I'm going to glue this in place if this works out. I totally meant it. This cruise that I'm going on in October, if anybody wants to go, if anybody in the club wants to go, please let me know. I plan on doing an announcement in there to let you know that. This is getting into my big announcement in terms of what's coming up with the company nest. And so
this cruise is a precursor. Oh, look at, I have all kinds of cute clips. And it would be so fun to have any of you join us. My sister and I are going on a cruise in October out of Tampa. We're going out of Tampa. Let's see. Magnets, girls. Where be the magnets?
Sometimes I just love putzing around the room and I do enjoy this process. And sometimes it frustrates me, this process of what do I have in here that I could use? Sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. How about you? How about you? Does it irritate you when you can't find something? Right now, I'm not minding it too much. I have your company and I'm excited about the possibility of putting a magnet back there to use a magnetic closure. However, I can understand it, or sometimes when you can't find something, how it would drive you crazy. All right, it's not in my tower. All right, girls, I might have to wait for later because I'm not going to make you wait while I look for a magnet, but I'm going to find those little tiny, they're the teeniest little magnets. That's probably why I'm having trouble finding them. Maybe I put them in this like little junk drawer. Look at all the stuff that I don't know what to do with. Zip ties. And... oh, there's a cough drop in there. It's a junk drawer, for sure.
Partial. Ruffle. I'm like just ruffling through things. Nope. Not in the junk drawer. Girls. Who uses magnets?
Tell me, I'm gonna look at the comments. What about a little rubber band from the back to the front of the brad? That would work too. That would totally work. I'd have to loop it through here too. I'm afraid though a rubber band might, if it's too tight, Vicki, I wonder if it wouldn't rip my paper because my paper has been coffee stained and dried, so it's a little more brittle than normal tags would be. Hey Rusty, I see you, friend. How are you? You guys hear me rummaging around? Rummaging. That's me. Well, girls, the little magnets remain elusive. Is that the right word? It's a vocabulary whiz because my sister will always correct me. She's like, that's not the right way to use that word. She's not here. Oh, the one who's going on the cruise with me. I have 4 sisters. The one who's going on the cruise with me, she's like, she's an English major and she's just a vocabulary wizard. Never play her in Scrabble. She will always beat you. I don't know. She always beats me. All right. I'm doing a magnet for sure there. I just can't find them. I have all kinds of little dishes full of things. And yet no magnets. No magnets be found. Oh well, girls. Yeah, too big would not look good. Right. You would want something dainty and little, right? If you did use a rubber band. I'm just afraid if it was too tight, it might rip my papers when you're trying to like get it on and off of there. You never remember, Marcia, you and me. Did you see what she says? I never remember where I put things. I bought those magnets years ago. I tried them several times and I'm like, I'm just a magnet dummy. I just cannot figure out. I've watched more videos than you can imagine on how to use magnets to like hide magnetic closures in your books. I should have Jimmy Lou come teach me because I know she does that and she's good at it. Why have I never thought of that? Why have I never thought of that? You guys see Jimmy Lou, tell her I need her. Tell her she got to come into the craft club or something and show us how to put magnets in. I gotta find mine first. Okay, anyway. You gotta get the really strong ones. They sell so many. The ones that I have are so strong I can hardly get them apart, and they're smaller than a pencil eraser in diameter. They're like smaller than that. They're like even the little bag of them is small because they're so tiny. They're uber strong. I have a hard time separating them, and then I have a hard time working with them because as you're trying to glue them, they keep like, it's so frustrating. They keep snapping together. Oh, I gotta say the St. Michael prayer, girls. Do you say the St. Michael prayer? Or not St. Michael. Oof, good gravy. When you can't find something, St. Anthony prayer. Please, St. Anthony. Come around and help you. Everybody has different versions of it. Please, St. Anthony, come around and help me find those magnets now. Please, St. Anthony. That's the little one, the little prayer I say. Patron saint of lost things, I imagine. All right, girls, they'll eventually show up. How cute is this going to be, though? And then, of course, embellish it however you want. It's going to be stuffed full. We could keep adding features here if we wanted, like what Callie said. We could put a little pocket here to stuff something in. I think I will do that. First, a sip of coffee. Oh, gosh. That was like, I don't swallow loud. My husband sometimes does. And I'm like, why are you swallowing so loud? He said, what are you talking about? It's like that gulping noise is so loud. I think I just did that to you, girls. Did you hear a gulp? Gulp. I did not mean to do that to you. And yet I did. Okay. It's almost comical. Okie dokie schmoky. Let's get a little piece of paper. There I am saying it again. Just kind of neutral. Little floral bit going on here. I'm going to make a little pocket right here. I am absolutely using that closure. I like it the way it looks a lot. I just got to find a magnet to affix on the other side and hide underneath there, which I can do later. So we're just going to move on so you don't have to be tortured by watching me continuously look for things in my room. I have been thinking lately, my room has reached a level of messiness that is stressful to me. It's now stressing me out. It's so messy. Okay, we're going to cut these straight. And I am going to cut just a tiny little sliver of this. And it's got to be a little bit less than 3 inches. What part do I want to cut off? Not the colorful part. Gracie, what are you thinking? What you thinking, fool? Oh, holy buckets. I was manhandling my thing here. So I could put a little pocket here. That would be cute. Yes. Little pocket to stuff in. I could have a pocket here. That would be cute to stuff something in. I just changed this blade. So didn't I? Yes, I did. I just changed this blade. I hope I did. Well, I got to check. I just bought blades. They took like, I'm not kidding you. I ordered them from Amazon because I'm Prime, so I could get the free shipping. They were the same cost as they were at Michael's, so no big difference to me, but I bought them. Let me see. Did I actually change it out yet? They took like 2 weeks to get here. This took like 2 weeks. I'm like, what is with the blade? I actually forgot that I ordered them when they came out. When they showed up, I was like, I didn't order anything recently. No, you did not, Grace. You ordered them 2 weeks ago. Let's replace this because it's bad. I've been waiting for a long time for new blades. Gracie, get it together, girl, and put the little cover on that thing so nobody gets hurt. There we go. We did it, girls. We did it. Okay, this is going to go here. I think it's a little pocket. If you're here, please say hello in the comments. I'm going to randomly choose one of you guys from the comments. I'm going to get you guys. I'm going to grab one of your names and send you a little gifty in the mail. A little crafty surprise. Somebody want some crafty goodness sent in the mail? Some happy mail. We love happy mail, don't we? Now, whatever goes in here is going to have to be pretty teeny, right? Yes. However, at the same time, it's going to have to be pretty stiff, like it's going to fit in there pretty good because you don't want it to, well, this could fit in there. You don't want it to fall out, right? So we need to make sure that this is nice and tight. We don't need to gusset in this because this is going to go back upside down. So whatever's in there needs to be like a cardstock or something that's going to sit in there pretty tightly. So I'm going to do that. And then let's see about what else can I do here. That's going to be my upper. That can be my lower. And then maybe what I'll do is stamp something right here. Would be sweet and clever, wouldn't it? Yep, we're going to do a stampy doodles. A stampity dampity. Stampity dampity in brown, of course, because everything here is brown. That is one dirty stamp, girls. We love Happy Mail, right, Ginny? It's so fun. I have nicknamed my craft room the junk room because I can't seem to downsize my craft stuff. Oh, Denise. Oh, darling. It's a struggle, isn't it? You're not the only one. I say, I say that I'm not trying to poo-poo the struggle you're having. I'm trying to say, girl, we are with you in that. All right, I just wanted to make sure that this ugly stamp was going to stamp properly before I actually went in and only got half an image, So I wanted to make sure I had a good, I think what I'm going to do I want to do the whole thing? I think I will do the whole thing and then maybe, I went off just a little on my table. Do the whole thing. Maybe should I do partials? Let's do partials. Let's do a partial butterfly. Like it's one butterfly among many. And they're all just kind of buzzing around each other. I'm going to put one more up here. I don't know how. I'm going to have to do some masking. Right? I'm going to have to cover this and cover that. What is this? Oh, let's use that one. I have like this really big piece of cardstock. I don't want it to get on anything else, but I do want to put a little wing right here. Maybe like that. Kind of like hints of other butterflies looming about. I gotta get one up here. Can I? Should I? Maybe it's enough. I wish every time I say something like that, I wish it's like the start of a line in a song that Gil and I listen to. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was I'm sure you guys don't listen to rap or R&B. You probably don't know that song. Looking for botanicals that might make sense. Just kind of. Nope. I'm just going to leave it. It's cute. It's cute and little like itty bitty surprises in here. You can do whatever you want with these things, girls. I have to glue this down, but I'm not going to glue this down until I find those magnets because lo and behold, if I can't find the magnets, I'm going to have to come up with another plan for the closure, yes. So I better not glue this in place just yet. It's kind of a little windmill back here. It's kind of chunky. I mean, that cardstock is nice though, man. I like that. Because now if I wanted to make this a pocket or a tuck spot or a belly band, it's nice and sturdy on my page. Gosh, okay, I want to make like 10 or 12 of these. I want to have a dozen of them that I can put in a folder so that when I'm making my junk journals, I have elements already made for putting in the junk journal. That took me way too long. Far too long. I wonder, girls, if I could run this through that punch, because I would love to have this. Actually, I only need 2.5 inch strips of it, and then I can do some decorative paper ones. This could still be my back. Let's do 2.5 inch strips of this. A little bit less than 2.5 inches, because I don't want it poking out beyond my pretty paper. I'm going to ruin that blade. That's what I'm going to do, greasy girl. All right, 2.5 inch strips, about 8 inches long, and hang tight. I'm going to grab This guy, so I'm not ruining my blades. This is one of those cutters you never have to change the blades. Glory be. Glory be. Am I right? Glory be. You don't ever have to change the blade. It's just not necessary. No, wait in 2 weeks. Okay, how big do I want this? About, let's go 7 inches. We'll just do it a little bit smaller than a normal page for me. And actually, I could do a smaller one. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to mass cut some of this cardstock so I can make a bunch of these later. I wanted to show you making one entirely so you would see what I'm making. I know I showed you my other samples, but I wanted you to see how I put it together. And some of you may have seen this before, but I thought if we had new visitors, they might want to see. Okay, so I have this paper pack cardstock. It's ugly. It's got tape on it. Doesn't matter. It's the back of this thing, and it's going to give it some strength. So we're going 2.5 inches, a little bit less. I think that is the biggest that tag makes. Yes, is that what I said? Where's my tag maker? Oh, here it is. Yeah, 2.5 is the biggest it makes. 2 and 2.5. I like the 2.5 inch width, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's just make a bunch of them. Like butter. It cuts like butter, girls, when you have thick, hefty things. Holy buckets, my stomach is growling. 2. I want to make a bunch, remember, like a dozen of them. Oh, Grace, straighten it out, baby. Straighten her out, baby doll. Straighten up, it'll fly right. Everything I say becomes a song. I live in songs in my head. I'm not a musician. I'm not a singer. I got no talents. But I love, boy, do I love music. Then now I have a 2-inch strip. So I'm going to be making a bunch of these. Let's see if I can cut all of these at once. Let's be daring. Let's be double dog daring. Hey, Callie, how are you? What's happening? You girls are so quiet today. All right, we're doing 7 inches, and then we'll have some other little bits to work with. We'll have 5-inch bits to work with. Let's see if it, It's already bending. I better not do so many. I better not be greedy. So it did 2. So I'm going to have 7-inch and 5-inch bits, just like I had out of this one. I'm just mass cutting, girls, mass cutting these so that I have a whole bunch to work with. This is just the one that's a little bit thinner, the 2-inch strip. You know, when mass making, you're really best off if you have just a standard size. I was tempted to do 6-inch, but I better stick with 7 and 5. It's a 12-inch board, right? So 7 and 5. That way I can just mass cut the papers. I don't have to like fussy cut all these different size papers. We're just going to have 2 sizes to cut and fold. There we go. They all be done. It's over here, water cut. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna throw that out. Not throw it out. I put it aside. My watercolor paper. I always use that. It's so helpful to have it handy. All right, girls. Where are we at? What are we doing? Where are we at? Let us get to the point where we do a givey. What time is it, girls? Yeah, it's noon. How busy are you guys in the summer? Does your crafting time? Oh man, a poll. I could do a poll. Can I do a poll over on YouTube? I think I can. So you guys can answer that question. How many times per week do you craft in the summer? In the summer. That's the question. That's the question. 1, 2 times. 2, 5 times. 5 to 7, meaning days. Maybe I should say how many days instead of times. How many days per week do you craft in the summer? 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. That's the question. That's the poll. There you go. Look at what it did to my, I typed that in. That is hilarious. Look at it. It did 123.55.7. Look at the way it showed it. That is not how I typed it in. 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 5 to 7. Vicky's 3 to 5. Vicky is 3 to 5. All right, everybody who answers the poll, I'll put your name in the hat to win a gifty. That's how we're going to do it today. I don't know. Just made it up as I go along. I just made that up as I go along. So Vicky's name is going in the hat. Is it a hat? It's not really a hat. It's a basket. Uh-oh, purple. Where you be? Come on out and play. Vicky's name is going in the hat for a prize. How many times? 1 to 2 times a week, 3 to 5 times a week, 5 to 7 times a week. Curious minds want to know, in the summer, how often do you craft? Because I'm putting together the schedule. I'm just finishing up the schedule for next month for the Craft Therapy Club. And I do find that the number of live watchers goes down considerably in the summer. And it makes sense. You guys are gardening, you're getting out for beautiful walks. Maybe you're visiting a beach if you're close to one. Maybe you're on vacation. Maybe you have family coming and to be on vacation. There's all sorts of reasons why we're not crafting as much or even consuming crafty videos, because we're just, and it's the way it should be. We should be outside enjoying this stuff that we don't get to do all winter as much as possible. Play tennis. I don't know what you do. Go for a walk. Sit on your deck or sit on the front step and read a book. Sit in the grass. Lay in a hammock. Do the things that you never get to do in the winter. That's what we should be doing. And so I'm just curious, how many of you are creating? How often? Jenny says 3. Let's see. I'm looking for numbers here. I'm looking for comments. We love Happy Mail. I saw that. I'm going back to make sure I don't miss anybody. All right, so we got Vicky, we got Lori, we got Carol, we got Denise, we got Ginny. Oh my gosh, my pen's giving me trouble. It's just one of those days where everything's giving me trouble. Rusty, that's it. Oh, and Janet. That's everybody who answered the question. All these names are going in a hat to win a little gifty, crafty gifty from me. I try every day, but it doesn't always work out that way. That's good that you can, that you at least, because I know how much you love it, and you should be doing things that we should all be doing the things that we love. Vicky's getting ready to send her husband on a week trip, and I plan to craft 7 days in a row. Go, Vicky, get your craft on. Go, Vicky, get your craft on. Get your craft on. Rusty, I got you, girl. Here she is, 1 to 2. Rusty does 1 to 2. Good for you, my darling. Vicky says, hold me to it, Lori. Vicky's needing your help, Lori. She needs the Crafty Chick's help. She wants to craft every day, and she wants us to hold her accountable. We can do that. You're making lip balms, Denise? That is so cool. That is so cool. Marsha's here. Marsha says she does 1 to 2 times. That's a lot of answers. We got Marsha. Oh, look at I'm smearing ink everywhere. We got Marsha. We got Denise. We got Rusty. We got Ginny. We got Lori. We got Vicky. And we got Carol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Was that from Electric Company? Do you guys remember that show? I think it was wasn't that like a PBS show in like the 70s or 80s? I remember that so distinctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Vicky, announce it in the club. Get into the Craft Therapy Club and let the girls know. Today is the day. Kelly, there you are, friend. Kelly says 3 to 5. Kelly's putting her clothes on. She's like, I got to get to my computer. I got to get to the phone and type. She's getting dressed. Girl, you cracking me up. All right, look at that. 9 of you answered many different answers all over the place from 0 to 7. See how varied we are and how different. I do notice that, yeah, do that, Vicky. I do notice for sure that when I go live in the summer, there's just fewer people. And there's a couple of things to this. All right. So hear me out in terms of my thinking. So I do the prep work. I get there to do the live. It may be just crafting shots. There's not a lot of prep there. We're hanging out. We're creating. I'm looking for a bucket, girls. Where's my little basket? Where my basket be at? Girls, who took my basket? I could use this box. It's a cute little box. We'll use this. This is the box that Gannon's invitations came in. Isn't it cute? I ain't throwing that out. Oh no, we'll make something out of that. Anyway, I'm gonna fold your names up and put them in the box. Vicky, Lori, Callie, Ginny. Yep, Ginny's right there. I got her, Vicky. Rusty, Marcia, Janet. If you're just coming in and you want your name in the bin to win a crafty goodie, some Happy Mail. Carol. Who was that last person? Rusty. I got Rusty. Janet. Carol, you're all in there now. Callie, I got you, friend. You're in there, my darling. So here's my thought. I get to do a live. It's evening in the summer. I've been trying to do at least, there's usually between 4 and 5 evening lives on Facebook in the club so that I can try to accommodate people who are working so they have a chance to connect with me live, connect with us live in the club. And then I do daytime ones too, because, you know, just your schedules vary and I want to accommodate as many people as possible. But when I go live and there's like 2 people there, I feel like I don't want you guys to feel like you're missing out. You know, it's like you couldn't make it because you were at a baseball game. You should be at the baseball game. If your grandkids got a baseball game, or you're going to play pickleball with friends, or like you're at the tennis courts enjoying the weather, you should be doing all of those things. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like, oh man, I'm missing that. The recording is always available in the club, but you know, it's not the same as being live and hanging out like this and chatting and getting to know each other that way. So anyway, no, Lori, I'm not taking your name out. No. Not doing it. She's afraid she's going to win. This is psychology role reversal or something. What do they call that? Psychological trickery. She wants her name out because she's been very lucky lately and she's a good person. So she wants somebody else to win, which is so sweet and darling. But girl, you win in fair and square. There's nothing crooked about this. It's just you've been very, very lucky lately. Very blessed. As a business, am I busy in the summer? I'm always busy, Carol, because I go live 3 to 4 times a week in the club. So there's that. I go live on YouTube once a week. I go live on Whatnot twice a week. Plus I got my family, and behind the scenes, I'm doing all the graphics and the calendars and the schedules. I'm doing the email. I'm putting together, you know, and then I have to go search out the links for the email for you guys. So it all takes time. You know, I got to pay my bills and do my bookkeeping, and I'm very busy. I'm always very busy. Yes. Yeah. I wish I had a little more time. I do love the flexibility, right? I get to create my own schedule. And I have the most amazing ladies. You guys are amazing. The ladies in the club are always so understanding. If I space something out, which almost never happens, but I did space 2 things out recently. This week, I spaced out 2 things. I'm like, how on earth did I do that? I was supposed to go live on one day at 1:00. I scheduled for Facebook, and I totally spaced it out because I was working on the Whatnot auction. The Whatnot auctions take about 2.5 days for one auction. Between the prep work, doing the sale, and then packing and sending everybody's stuff out. It takes me about 2.5 days. So there's half of my work week. And this week I drove to a rural farm in North Dakota, spent a little time on the road to go pick up some of those estate things, like all the photos that I'm selling and all of the spindles that I'm making available to you guys, those refurbished spindles. Those are all, I had to go get them at the farm, right? So I had to go get them. And then I have to kind of record what I spent on them, figure out how much to charge for them so I make my money back. So it's work, Carol. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I love it, and I love the flexibility. And I thank you guys when you are so gracious. Whenever something comes up that I have to do, like for my family or something, you guys are so gracious, and I love you for that. I love you for it. All right, let me pick. Let me pick. I haven't even shown you my face yet today, and I do have my glasses on. I do. I could say hello. No, I have my glasses on. I haven't even put my contacts in yet. You never see me with my glasses on. Get that out of there. There I am. I said a quick hello. It's a lot, Carol. It's a blessing to work from home. It's a blessing to do what I love with the people I love. All of that, but it's a lot. I'm going to be adding some more things to the offerings at the Comfy Nest with Grace. I told you guys I have that big surprise coming. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun and exciting. I'm pushing you guys around. I'm not even looking in the box. Let's see who we get. Oh, shut the front. Shut the front. I'll pick another name. We'll do two. We got Lori and Callie. Callie, you're going to be getting some goodies for me. And Lori, you two are the little gifty prize winners today. Girls are lucky. You know what? Here's the thing. If you guys keep hearing these names, first of all, these ladies, all of you who are here, the most active people have the most chances to win prizes. And I do send a lot of happy mail. I just love it. It makes my heart happy. I know that it makes your day happy when you get something other than a bill in your mailbox. And if it's something crafty, that's even a bonus, right? So those of you like the US Flag Challenge Project, all you had to do was accept a prompt from me, an assigned prompt, create a project, any size, any type project you want using those materials that I listed for you, and share the photo. Okay. In order to win, you just had to do that. Share your photo with the hashtags. There were fewer than 20 of you who entered, and I gave away 4 prizes. So your chances of winning a prize was really quite high, actually. But if you keep hearing the same names over and over again, it's because you guys, those names, so those are the people who are most active and most engaging in this community. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Thank you for being present. Thank you for sharing your crafty life with me, your crafty adventures. It is just, it's an honor to be part of it with you. Lori, it's a swap. It's a swap. Oh, girlfriend, that's good. That's good stuff right there. That is good stuff. Oh gosh, I love you guys. It's good. All right, so we got 2 winners today. All you other girls, you're all winners in my eye. You're all winners. If I could send everybody something, I would. But, you know, postage and crafty supplies don't fall off trees. Can you imagine having a craft supply tree in your backyard? Just think about that. How about a glue stick tree? What would you want on your tree? What craft supply? A washi tape tree? Wouldn't that be fun? Where you could just pick out a piece of washi tape every time you needed it. All right, winners, 627. I know I have an adventurous, wandering mind that thinks of some really funky stuff, and it's just really fun to share it with you guys. So thanks for listening to my I gotta say the source. I keep track of all this for my accountant. I have to put it on the spreadsheet. Who won, what I sent them, how much it costs for me to send it, how much the postage was, and the date. And I have to submit that. So Carol's asking, are you busy? There's always work to be done, friend. So yes, I'll have to take the things that I send to these girls out of my inventory, create an order for them. You guys don't see that back end stuff a whole lot. But yes, it is a busy time. I love it because it's like sharing goodness. It's sharing happy things. And we all need a little bit of that. Oh, Jenny, you're the best. Jenny, I love it. Thank you for saying that. You're a gift to me too. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if your craft tree had money on it? How about Michael's and Hobby Lobby gift cards? Amazon gift cards, which 2 of you won yesterday. 2 of you won Amazon gift cards yesterday. So congratulations to the 2 who won last night. Oh my gosh. All right. I love you guys. Gannon made me some eggs. I'm going to go eat eggs and bacon. I got to get myself all showered up, put my contacts in. I've been busy all day. My husband says at midday when I'm showering, he's like, what have you been doing all day? I've been working, kid. Yesterday, I didn't shower until noon because I was packing and stacking the rest of those orders and getting them out. I had 2 or 3 of the more challenging ones of those whatnot orders with fragile, unusually shaped things. So to pack them properly and find the right size boxes, it's a little bit of work. I sometimes have to unbundle your order and send it in 2 different boxes, which is what I had to do for a couple of the orders. So I didn't get showered until after I got those things out the door because I wanted you guys to have your stuff as soon as possible. So that's how it goes. All right, girls, go have a beautiful, blessed day. Thanks for being here. Hey, if you're catching this broadcast on the replay, if you're watching the video, not here live, please say hello. Please say hello. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on this. It helps us more than you know. With what it does is it allows our stuff to be seen by more people. If you like it, then the algorithm knows someone likes this stuff. We should show it to more people. So please hit the like button always when you're watching people share on their social media pages. It's really appreciated. All right. God bless you all. Have a good night. Good day. See ya.